Hiya, I'm Simone Radley from England and Nails, and in this video we are going to be doing another lockdown challenge. Now if you've not done one of these before, it's just a bit of fun and it's really easy to get involved. I have got an inspiration picture that I'm going to do a nail from, and then it's your turn to do your own take on it and show us what you've done. Also, we pick a winner each week and you will receive a little prize from us in the post, so it's definitely worth doing. All you need to do is do your design and then submit your entry to joanna@inknails.com. Also, show us what you've been up to on social media as well, and you can hashtag #InkThisLink. All of the details for entry and everything will be in the description box below. So let's get started. So this is the inspiration that I'm going to be working from. As you can see, there's loads of different things in this picture, so there's lots for you to choose from. And I'm going to be working on a fit tip today, and I'm going to start with a base coat of I-156, which is white. I'm going to paint this nice and thin because I don't want it to wrinkle in the lamp at all, which is what it will do if you paint it on too thick. And now that that's done, I'm just going to pop it in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. While that's curing in the lamp, I'm just going to get my silicone palette ready. Before I use my silicone palettes, I always clean them with a bit of the green cleaner, just to make sure they've got no fluff and dust and glitter and stuff on them. Now for this design, I'm going to be using quite a few different colours because I'm picking up on one of the throws that's on the bed. Obviously colour wise you can use whatever different colours you like. This is just a selection that I've picked. So I'm going to use I-99, I-31, I-155, I-157, I-175, which is my fave purple, and I-9, which is a nice bright pink. So I'm going to just decant a bit of a splodge of all of these colours onto my silicone pad so that they're ready to use. If you're doing this, try and decant your colours as close to when you're going to use them as possible, because if you leave them out on your silicone pad they can go a bit gloopy because you've left them out. And obviously all the time you've got your gel exposed to light it will start to cure, and with these having a solvent base as well, if you just leave them out they do start to thicken. So your colours that you have out as well don't have to match exactly to your inspiration picture that you're working from, because at the end of the day you've got to work with colours that you've got, but you don't have to copy something exactly either. It's just to give you a bit of an idea. I'm just going to move that out of the way. So now I'm going to do another coat of I-156, but this time instead of curing it I'm going to leave it wet, and then I'm going to put my colours on top. So by leaving your next coat wet, you're just going to encourage these colours to sort of spread out a little bit, but not as much as it would if you were using something like Bloom Gel. So it'll just help them to spread but not totally bloom into one another. I'm going to use my vice versa brush for this, I think. And on the blanket that I'm looking at on this picture, the colours on it are actually in lines. And I'm sure if you look at one of the other pictures you'll see that there's a proper pattern on the blanket, but I'm looking at a picture with it just sort of wrinkled up a bit on the bed. So I'm not working in the pattern that's on the blanket, if that makes sense. I'm not doing it in straight lines. I'm just purely using the colours really for the inspiration. And I think after having winter and everything being dark, it's nice to do something a bit brighter as well. So, have I used them all? I've been quite looking forward to some brighter and lighter colours coming through. So as you can see, by leaving that gel underneath wet, it does just sort of bloom out a bit, but not too much. You do get your white intermingling with it though, which is what I wanted, because there is white in the blanket as well. But if you don't want that, just beware that that will happen if you're going to work on a wet layer. Now I'm going to put that into cure for 60 seconds. So now that has come out of the lamp, you can see I've left a section of the nail white, and then we've got those really nice bright colours on one side. So I'm going to decant a bit of black, and I'm going to use I-161 for this. I'm going to do some dots because there's a polka dot like quilt cover on the bed. So I'm going to do dots on the white section. I prefer, if I'm doing like polka dots, I prefer to do it in an eyelac colour rather than a gel paint, because I find because the gel paint is a bit thicker, which is fabulous for nail art, when you're doing polka dots and you lift up your dotting tool, you can get a bit of a trail lifting up from the gel paint, which can make little lines on your design. So I prefer to use eyelac for this. So I'm going to start my polka dots going down the middle. With these dots, if you are doing dots, or if you're ever doing dots for that matter, there's no right or wrong. You can do your dots like odd, or you can do them a bit more uniformed like I'm doing here. But polka dots are a great thing to do. They're just easy and fun. So I've just filled that white section with dots. I'm going to do one there as well. So we've got the quilt cover in the dots, and then we've got the throw in the bright colours. I'm going to pop that into cure for 60 seconds. So now I just want to add a little bit more colour to it, and I want to add a bit more definition as well. So I'm going to pick up a bit more of my colour, and now that the layer underneath is dry, I'm just going to dab some in. So you'll get a different effect obviously with this colour that you're adding into the colour that you did before, because you've not got that wet layer of gel underneath. I'm going to pop that into cure for 60 seconds, and then I'm going to add a little bit of black as well. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking it would benefit for a little bit of definition down here. So for that, I'm actually going to use my black no wipe gel paint. I love this gel paint, it's so good to work with. Because I'm doing lines with it, the gel paint's definitely the way to go. Because it's obviously made for artwork and it's just that bit thicker than the eyelac. And it's so pigmented as well. So I'm going to just give this coloured edge a little bit of definition. I don't want to do a perfect line. Some bits will be thicker, some bits will be thinner. And now that I've added that line in, I prefer that, and I'm going to just add a few little bits of black into the colour section as well, just so that it's not totally random. So I'm just basically going to edge some of the colours with a little bit of black. Yes, I think that is definitely just finished it off. And I'm loving the half and half, and the fact it kind of looks like this bit has been like ripped off to reveal colour underneath. So I'm going to pop that into cure for 60 seconds. Now that's cured, I'm going to top coat it with a coat of Rock Plus Light. Oh, I've got a bit of glitter stuck to it. I don't know where that's come from. Tell you what though, glitter, it just like survives forever. And I've got a fluff. Oh my god. It's all going downhill at the end. I've got a bit of glitter, I've got a fluff. Get out. See it there, it was a gold bit. Not even had any gold glitter out. Got it. So once you have top coated it, pop it into cure for 60 seconds. And that is it, done. I'm just going to wipe the inhibition layer off with some green cleaner. And that is my finished design. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you get involved, and we can't wait to see the designs that you've come up with. So post them up on your social media so that everyone can see as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our new videos. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!